Here are my takes on fucking everything because I am drunk. But hey, at least I'm not a drug addict anymore. Anyway, here are my takes on everything ever. First of all, Kiwi Farms. Now, I like Kiwi Farms, the website itself, right? Do I agree with everything on there? Absolutely fucking not. At the end of the fucking day, the site owner thinks it's cool to pretend to protect women, but, just casually allow the fucking catfishing and, revenge pornography of, women, which doesn't really make sense, because either you're against it or you're for it, what? If I, with Trollcow Farm, there's a lot that I have against them, but at the end of the fucking day, the owner always said she was against revenge porn, and when it happened, none of it was in my thread. Isn't that interesting? See, some people can put their beliefs above their hatred of someone, and that's interesting. KF, though, didn't quite manage to do that. Okay, second, Brian fucking Dunn. Brian, you are back. You were always back. You never left the sector. Why? You're addicted to the sector. So am I. So is everyone else. But you can't admit it. And that's what makes you, bad. Cringe. Loser. Because, Brian, you like to play the whole normie, I have a life outside of the sector. And you know what? We all do. At the end of the day, I bet you, even Ralph and Juice, take a break from the kill stream and pizza day and, go and do their shit in real life, right? Everyone has a life outside of the sector. I don't think that there is, this actual thing where someone is just only online all the time. I don't think that's the thing. I think that's something that people try and make up to be like, people are so mentally ill. But at the end of the fucking day, we all have a life outside of the sector. We know this, Brian. We know you have a job. We know you have a wife, right? All of that, perfectly valid. I don't disbelieve you on that. But you pretending that you're, above the sector, don't like that. I don't like that. Because you are not. You are here with everyone else. We are all insects. Admit it. You are here, cope and sneed. Because, at the end of the day, Brian, you were in this drama as much as the rest of us are. Having a family, having a wife, all of that is great and valid. Doesn't make you better than everyone else. Okay? Right, cool. Third point of fucking view. Okay? Third point of fucking view. I don't think people realize that I'm someone who uses the patriarchy to my advantage, okay? There's a lot of people who are like, oh my god, Elaine is always giving these people attention, she's such a pick-me, whatever. Don't you fucking realize what I'm doing? Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking dumb? Here's the thing. I realized quite early on in my thread that being a girl on the internet is terrible for so many reasons, mainly because you get harassed all day and sexually fucking objectified. But at the end of the day, I could turn around and go, ooh-woo. And a bunch of men in the sector are like, ooh-woo. So, you know what? Say what the fuck you want, but at the end of the day, it's the best of both worlds. And men can cope and sneed. Okay, fourth point of view. I quite enjoy the beef between CRNN news and, GNN news, okay? I think that that's quite funny. Now, I'm going to be real. I like the people on both sides here. I think both sides are pretty valid. I'm going to be honest. I quite like Kinoshé because he's iconic. He actually suffered a fuck ton in the post leaks. I know everyone likes to dab on Kinoshé, but think for a minute, because he fucking suffered all this weird shit where Gator, that fat fucking pedo loser, was trying to snake him out. And everyone just ignored that and was like, oh, it's fine that Claire Bear, a revenge pornographer host, is, snaking on Kinoshé with Gator. That's just fine. Right? And I was like, actually, no, it isn't. I mean, part of why the post leaks happened was because everyone was so fucking gay and snaky. So I'm just saying, I think that Kinoshé has balls to come back, right? But on the other hand, I fucking understand why people like Insane Hermit are annoyed with him. Because it is kind of annoying when you see, a group of journalists or a group in the sector who have a large platform and sometimes use it to push beliefs that are not always real or have an agenda. We all do it. But I think that both sides are pretty valid, okay? And the thing with CRNN is that it was created because they were mad at GNN. And that's valid, but it has to be admitted to as well. Okay, my other point of view, I'm covering everything today. I fucking can't stand. I can't. This makes me feel ill. I can't stand people who, as soon as I criticize an E-celebrity, they're all over my fucking shit. When I criticize Nick Ricata, or Josh Moon or like anyone. Fucking Nick Fuentes. I have a bunch of people being like, oh my god, you just don't get it. You're just such a loser. You're just so addicted to this shit online. You carved your thighs. You fucking pissed yourself. All of this shit. Like, oh my god. Sorry that I criticize your E-Daddy. Please don't fucking shoot me, okay? Like, I get that it's hard for you to process. I don't think this is worth killing me over, though. Like, calm fucking down. Please calm the fuck down. Like, it's gonna be okay tomorrow. Like, if you are one of those people who is like, but Jenny and Josh didn't watch Negro Shorter. Okay, right, we all know he didn't. But at the same time, it's like, this is the same man who accused me of spamming Lolcow Farm with child porn while I was literally a victim of child porn. And basically had never posted on that website. So I just want to know, like, you know, if he can do it, so can we. Just saying. Just fucking saying. Okay, just fucking saying. Another point. That being said, the Drop Kiwi Farms people are so fucking gay. They are worse than the pro Kiwi Farms people. If you're one of those people that's like, Liz Fong Jones and Kevils are right. Disgusting. Disgusting. Okay, first of all, one of them is probably allegedly a rapist. The other one is like an insane mentally ill person who basically managed to spend $100,000 on drugs. How? How the fuck do you do that? How do you do that? I mean, bro, I've tried to do that. I can't even do that. Like, fuck, man. That's impressive. That is impressive. That is, like, so mentally ill. That's like, wow. I'm just like, wow. I'm kind of, like, impressed. Like, I don't know whether to be, like, mad or impressed about that. Like, you did steal some of my money. I tried to help you with the lawsuit against Josh when I was, like, mad my revenge porn was posted or whatever. But at the same time, like, damn, bro. You're fucking wilding. 100,000 on, like... What was it that he took? OxyContin. Holy fuck, Keffels. Are you fucking good? Are you okay? How does anyone spend that on drugs? Like, I don't think that's possible. Is that fucking possible? I mean, I've spent a good 50,000, but like 100... What? Is that fucking possible? Just want to know. The other thing is... like, I just want to point out that all of these Drop Kiwi farmers were in DMs with me. In DMs with me being like, oh my god, Trollcow, help us, we don't know how to code. We don't know how to code. Like, Keffels asked me what a VPN was. I fucking kid you the fuck not. Also, Liz Fong Jones used all my information about Flow Chemical and Vincent Zen and all of that shit, and then went and fucking sued Josh's best friend Vincent behind my back. And I was like, oh, well, okay, that's cool, Liz. And I didn't even tell him to do that. I just had that info, had it public, because you know what? Fuck censorship. And then Liz Fong Jones was like, oh, I guess I'll take it upon myself. And I was like, well, not really. That's not what you were meant to do, Liz. And then Liz basically said, actually, I'm not giving you. Liz and all of his friends were like, oh, Trollcow, you're not getting any of the shit that we promised you. No, we're just going to use you as our personal programmer and only tell you 2 months later when you start questioning it. And I was like, well, that's great, but I'm going to snake all of you. Get fucked. And I did. And then the other thing that I want to fucking point out, why are we pretending that Lolcow Farm is like this based feminist site? It hosts child porn. I just want you to process this. I'm not saying this because of a vendetta. It hosts child porn. Like, there are children who have emailed me because they know I'm like the Vordrak of that website. And they have been like, there are nudes in my thread. I'm 15. Like, this is a thing, okay? And I know that there are people that lie about their ages and all of that shit, but this is a thing that actually fucking happens, so I just want to point that out. Also, Vordrak doesn't really hate Caroline Farrow. I don't know why Kiwi Thumbs think that's the case. Vordrak is a troll, okay? He's a fucking troll. He's a fucking troll, and he doesn't hate Kiwi Farms. He doesn't, like, Caroline Farrow. I think he probably hates Kiwi Farms, to be fair. But the thing is, there was this whole fucking thing where everyone was like, oh my god, Vordrak is critical of the gender of, like, the anti-trans movement. No, he isn't. Vordrak is anti-trans. I don't know what people are fucking smoking. But I know Vordrak, and he is not pro-trans. What the fuck are people on about? He has admitted a few times that, like, Stephanie Hayden, Caroline Farrow's friend or whatever. No, enemy. Caroline Farrow's enemy, like, has won a few cases. Vordrak doesn't like Stephanie. They are not friends, okay? They aren't friends. Vordrak literally agrees with all of Caroline Farrow's views on anti-trans stuff. Literally all of them. And all of Josh's views on anti-trans stuff. But he just happens to not like Caroline and Josh's people, okay? Like, it's a whole separate issue. This has nothing to do with, like, political stuff. He is very pro anti-censorship on the gender-critical movement. So I don't know what the fuck people are on about there. Now, I feel sorry for Caroline Farrow up to a point, because at the end of the fucking day, she is kind of being censored for her views, which is kind of out of pocket. It's not really necessary. You know, if you have to censor someone because you feel like they are that much of a threat to you, you should probably consider a bullet. But that being said, she kind of does go out of her way to do things that she has been told are illegal and that will get her in trouble. Don't get me wrong, the laws of the UK are cucked. That being said, if you knew that X, Y, and Z would put you in prison, would you do it anyway and risk your freedom for the sake of proving a point? I mean, that is kind of defiant and based in a way. At the same time, you can't complain when you get arrested. Do you get what I'm saying there? Cog is like the most pathetic person on earth, but I kind of understand what he thinks, like how his brain works. It's weird because he is convinced that he is like anti-herd mentality and anti all this shit on the internet. And I kind of understand where he's coming from. But that being said, he's somehow applying it in all the fucking wrong ways. Like, I don't know how he can like kind of understand something but still get it so wrong. Like, that is so bizarre. Like, Cog is just out here like these people are all sheep. But then at the same time, he also be doing stuff like, Trollcow, I banned you because you criticized me. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, Cog. The math ain't mathing. Also, I like Thoughts and Opinions now. She's based. I like Little Drip. She's also based. I don't mind Caroline Farrow. I never really had an issue with her. She was more just someone I fucked with. At the same, like, you know how I fucked with Graf and how I fucked with Impressor? It's that, right? No, not Impressor. I actually hate him. But you know how I just troll people, right? It's not like I actually want them dead or anything. I'm not that fucking insane. But fucking Caroline Farrow, not an enemy. Don't know why people think that's the case. Just someone I found cringe for a bit. That's literally it. And I'm way more likely to be sympathetic to women who hate me than men. Because at the end of the day, if women hate me, there's probably, like, at least some of an explanation. But when men hate me, it's literally just, oh my god, she's such a dumb whore. She's always posting, like, in her own thread. It's like, okay, kill yourself. Thank you for that, though. Anyway, thank you for listening. I am so unhinged today. But I hope you all had fun listening to this schizophrenia of a rant. I will need to drink a lot of water. But this has been fun. Have fun. Yeah, this is probably going to get posted to my thread, but who cares on my comment. Peace out.